What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Shit, I might as well do this on my fucking break. I just realized something. Man, I spent $10 on a meal, right? So if you get paid $10 an hour, and then you go buy a $10 meal, you just ate an hour of your life in 15 minutes. That kind of fucked me up a little bit. I bought the meal, and I said, nigga, I just bought an hour of my life back, and then ate it. Godly. You know, Jamal Hill won the UFC championship, and I was like, man, he's like the second black UFC light heavyweight. And then I realized Daniel Cormier was the light heavyweight champion for a moment, right? For the vacant. And then John Jones came and took it from him. I remember seeing John Jones head kick Daniel Cormier. That was when I first got my first car. So I was thinking that I thought it was kind of strange that the Black Lives Matter son was running away. This was the issue I really want to talk about a while back. The Black Lives Matter son was running away, screaming, they're trying to kill me, and then they killed him. And then he coincidentally died. But he was alive, saying that I just find that very, very ironic. You know, I just find that very kind of crazy that he was screaming, they trying to kill me, and then 4 hours later he dead. What the fuck? I'm going to look more into that, but, But white people are just starting to get justice. And then that, here's the thing. It's not that I don't, I don't like seeing my people get beat up, right? Or killed. It's not really good for anybody, right? But the thing is, it's like, how much of that shit can you watch? I mean, we know it's happening and it's real. But geez Louise, like, how much of it do you watch? How much can you take? Like, there was that one dude, Dr. Rashad, I spoke about him. He's rage content to me. I don't know what he's doing to actually help these situations. He's just putting it out there like regular ass news. It's kind of like he's a professional, more sophisticated TikToker. You know what I'm saying? I just stopped watching that shit. It was like rage content. I was like, man, what is he doing? Man, I ain't doing much either, but what is he doing besides making money off of that shit in his channel? Off black people getting their ass kicked. Real talk. They found satellite balloons. There's supposedly China satellite balloons spying, right? They were spying and shit like that. And I was like, maybe that's what that was in the clouds when they was like in that movie Nope. Because that movie Nope was pretty good. That movie was great. But I tried to watch... Yeah, that movie was great. I need to watch it again. That's a movie worth watching again. And then I tried watching Blade Runner last night. That shit was garbage. It was cool all the way up until they started talking about kids... And there was a miracle child running around. I was like, oh, spoiler, my bad, fuck. But yeah, I didn't like it. I was like, oh, I just cut it off. They're finding satellite balloons hovering over us, looking in the clouds. Maybe that's what it is the whole time. Some of those unidentified objects. Satellites, balloons. The skies is clouds. Getting all the drop. When you taking a drop. Chinese spy balloon may gather unseen info as Beijing possibly. Let's see. This is Fox News, so. Oh, shit. So, it was like 15 biggest American lies, right? And this one blew me out of the water. It said George Washington wasn't the first president. He was first president of the United States. He was the first president of the U.S. under the U.S. Constitution. He was the 15th president. What? George Washington was the 15th president? I'm going to probably do a TikTok video on that one. That shit crazy, crazy. That one blew me out of the water. I really got to stay off these dating websites. It hit me. All right, Chinese spy balloon may gather unseen info as Beijing preparing the battlefield, experts. Low-tech surveillance could help China find alternatives to combat U.S. tech reliance. But my thing is don't we send spies to other people? Aren't we spying on motherfuckers and shit? The Pentagon announced, I'm skipping a lot of shit. All right. Skip some. The Pentagon announced Thursday that the U.S. government had detected a high-altitude surveillance balloon, first spotted by the public over Montana, where it hovered above Maelstrom Air Force Base. The U.S. uses the base to store nuclear weapons. So, we didn't know. I feel like the U.S. is snitching on themselves right now. Because I didn't know that they were storing nuclear weapons over there. They could have just said they were spying over a government facility. They chose to tell us to let the Chinese know that we got nuclear weapons over. Is that not ironic? Let me read that again. This is Fox News. The Pentagon announced Thursday that the U.S. government had detected a high-altitude surveillance balloon first spotted by the public over Montana, where it hovered above Maelstrom Air Force Base. The U.S., uses the base to store nuclear weapons. So instead of just keeping this shit under wraps and being like, yeah, we caught a balloon from China, they were spying on some government shit. And not necessarily letting the public know that. Now China really knows, and all of our enemies know that we store nuclear weapons at the Maelstrom Air Force Base. Okay? This is us snitching on ourselves. We don't want the other places to know that we got fucking nuclear weapons here, but we just put it publicly on the news and on the internet, and then somebody from another country can just pull this shit up and then see it. Okay. Republicans blasted the Biden administration for its lack of action with House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Tweeting Saturday, first Biden refused to defend our borders, now he won't defend our skies. China's foreign ministry admitted ownership of the balloon, but insisted that it is a civilian weather balloon that drifted off course. Okay. The government remains certain it was intentional. Well, now they know now. A senior defense official said that the U.S. had scrambled jets after detecting the balloon on Wednesday as it neared U.S. airspace. He even considered shooting it down, but decided against it. U.S. Defense said that the U.S. had stopped the balloon from transmitting back to China, ending any current national security it might pose. Okay. possible effects of cinnamon on memory. So, people really think they can try your time. It's kind of crazy how people will switch up on you and shit and still expect you to be the same. I watch sometimes on YouTube, creepy shit. Not necessarily creepy shit, like those creepy videos like, oh, what is this type shit? Like what happened on CCC TV type shit that catches security footage. I don't know. I've never really seen anything crazy. I kind of always wondered why the moon was always out when the sun was out. You know what I'm saying? I was always kind of wondering that shit. But as far as like motherfucking ghosts go and shit, I don't want to see a ghost in my crib. Baby paying rent. Motherfucker. Get your ass the fuck out. Ghost your ass the fuck out. I told this one dude, I was like, hey man, I hope I don't go to hell. But when I die, somebody stick some brass knuckles in my pocket, some gum, and a couple dollars, maybe even a gun with some bullets in it. So that way, I never run out of bullets if I have to shoot at the demons and shit forever. I mean, I know MMA, so, nobody ever talked about arm bars in the Bible. I was thinking, they was like, man, they said Jesus went 40 days without food and then saw the devil. Of course he would fucking see the devil. He would see everything. He'd probably be the most delusional motherfucker ever. Are you kidding me? 40 days without food? Yeah, nigga, you probably gonna be seeing some type of shit. That's not, ain't no motherfucking miracle about that. Nah, I'm not buying it. Of course you would see something. Man, and then really truly, I don't buy it. Not that I'm trying to, I believe there's God, but, I don't know. A lot of shit sounds a little suspect. I'd rather than just say these niggas was getting high. Because when they told me that the fucking angels look like that, I'm like, nigga, that would make... How you gonna imagine a nigga with wings? Or, you know what I'm saying? Of all the people, God gonna make niggas with wings. No. I don't believe it. I believe, man, the Bible was literally... Listen, this nigga Jesus brought fucking drink to the party. Remember turning water to wine? You mean tell me that that's not an accessory? Not one person walked away fucking drunk? You know what I'm saying? They was getting mad high in the Bible. Fuck all that. The tabernacle. It was always smoky. A hole in the center of the earth. I still think about that. I'm pretty sure. Let me tell you something. That giant hole in the fucking center of the earth that the Chinese found, I'm pretty sure these niggas was already motherfucking exploring that shit. We done gathered a special team from the Navy SEALs, from the motherfucking Chinese Special Forces. We already in there. Okay? We are, and that's a come together as a country type thing. Let's go figure out what the fuck it is type thing. type first. You know what I'm saying? Is there a hole in the center of the earth? We don't know. I think so. I think so. No, I don't know. What's on Antarctica? Am I just ranting? I'm just spitting shit out. Calling it a podcast. I haven't dropped one in a minute. A lot of random topics. I realized that the content that I create and the way I guess I carry myself, hopefully it's not in a negative manner, but the way I carry myself, I might be alone. For a while. But because, I don't know, I think women just want a fucked up motherfucker. Like this one chick, I realized she didn't have a job or too much going for her. She don't know me except for the fact that I do comedy. And she don't want to talk to me. And I was like, man, I was just like, she ain't got nothing going for her. That doesn't mean I'm better than her. But at least I got some shit going for her, from me. And they was like, well, it was kind of like your jokes. And I was like, well, I'm not going to change for that. But I think Bumble fake. I've been on Bumble for 5 years, motherfucker. I've met one fucking woman. And women don't ask me. I've had one woman ask me out. One woman asked me out. In the 5 years I've been on Bumble. And then every one of them wants you to ask them out multiple times. And all of them just happen to be fucking busy and want to be chilling next week. And they want you to ask them out multiple times. Bumble is fake. Bumble is fake. I have a problem with that shit. But even the dating websites, I gotta stay off that shit, bro. That shit drives me mad. These women want you to just ask them out or add them on fucking Instagram or some shit. They are not trying to fucking chill. They are not. I've met more women off Tinder. Not any good ones. Fuck. Maybe it's the area that I'm in. Because back in the hometown, I went on a date. Two girls picked me up. I had matched 2 friends. This is a true story. I matched 2 friends. And I asked one of them to come pick me up. And both of them were in the car. I was like 23 years old, 24 years old. I should, now looking back, I'm like, all right, I'll date you both. You know what I'm saying? I just throw that out there. Fuck all that. I'm not afraid to crash and burn like that. I'm just like, well, I matched you both. I obviously like you both. You both like me. Why not? You know what I'm saying? So, I ain't never, man, these women flaking shit. They want you to ask me, man, I'm frustrated. Because I'm alone. But also, I think it's the content that I make now, too. I've lost some women followers because of real talk. Social media gives the people they don't have in person. So, yeah, it's just kind of frustrating. But also, I think the fact of, the content that I make, too. I have a video of me kidnapping a chick and then punching her in the stomach. I think it's gold. I have to accept it. Alright, signing out. What's going on? This is Turns Means Universal Podcast. Doing a lot of comedy this week. More content coming. Content King. Demigod of Creation. Signing out.